What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, this is probably going to be a rather fast video, but we did get some pretty damn good news for Solana. It seems to be a pretty common occurrence these days, so I wanted to share it with you and just kind of let you know my thoughts about what this news means and what it could imply for the future of Solana. And so with that in mind, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into the video. Now, what we can see here is that we just got news from CoinGecko that the fastest blockchain processed 91 million transactions in a day. Now, before you argue, let's just look at the results. What you can see is these are the top 25 TVL, which is total value locked chains, ranked by max daily average TPS, meaning the maximum amount of average daily transactions per second. Okay, now sure, there may be some chains that are faster than Solana, but they probably have like $30,000 worth of TVL, and that doesn't really count because you can't really calculate speed until you have enough transactional volume to actually gauge how fast and how consistent your platform can be. Okay, and so what you can see here is Solana is smashing the competition, except for Sui, or Sui, I don't know how you guys say it, but SUI is at 854, right behind Solana at 1,053, which I think is implicative that we need to check out some more SUI. Sui or Sui? Tell me in the comments. 1 for Sui, 2 for Sui. Let me know. I have no idea. But maybe we need to dive a little bit deeper into that one. Funnily enough, I have it in my portfolio because Connor's like, yo, just don't ask any questions, just buy some. So I did that. That was a while back, and I'm up a good bit now. But anywho, what we can see is that Solana is smashing everybody else. BSC, not close. Polygon, not close. Ton, not close. Tron, not close. I don't know where Ethereum's at, but it's really, really not close, right? And so because of that, obviously, it is interesting to see. Now, what we can see is that it actually just had a record-breaking day. Solana has proven to be the fastest among large blockchains, with its actual daily average TPS reaching a record high of 1,504 on April 6th this year amid the meme coin mania. This makes Solana 46 times faster than Ethereum and more than 5 times faster than Polygon, which has the highest TPS among Ethereum scaling solutions. Now, obviously, after this did happen, right, this is a little bit outdated news in itself, but it is interesting now that we have the graphics to be able to show how the other ones performed last month and gathering all the data, etc. It is interesting to know and to note that although this was good, we did see Solana go through the congestion issue as a result of this. So I definitely think you need to take that into account, but it definitely doesn't take away from the fact that at one given point, it was handling and, kind of dealing with that type of volume. And the reason why I think that this is so important, and although again, it is a little bit of outdated news, the reason why I do think it's so important, especially now that we can look at it from a grand scheme of things, right? Now that a month has gone by and we can compare it to all the other ones and how they did last month when we saw a lot of excitement, or the month before that, was because we've been asking the question recently, why are the whales favoring Solana? When you go look at the whales report, the fact that Solana is being bought 5, 10, 15x more than any of these other ones, it made us question, like, okay, why are they favoring Solana? And the reason that I think that they're favoring Solana is because Solana has the most potential at this given point to be able to capitalize on mass adoption as a whole, right? If we're looking at mass adoption from a realistic perspective, you need thousands and thousands and thousands of transactions per second minimum. No question asked, minimum. And something like Ethereum is not cutting it. It's just not possible. Bitcoin itself, yeah, there are alternate options, but realistically, you don't really want to use it, right? And so whenever you're thinking about the idea of the world of gaming, obviously we have GTA 6 coming out next year, which is going to set the world of gaming on fire, going to go absolutely crazy, right? When you're thinking about it from that perspective and knowing what's around the corner, having a company, or probably not a company, let's say like a layer 1, right? That's probably the better thing to say. Having a layer 1 like Solana that puts itself in a position to be able to handle, right, and facilitate that type of volume is what people want right now. We're not looking at, okay, what cryptos are just going to do better in price anymore. We're looking at which ones are going to actually create a change, create an effect in the real world. How are we going to continue to bridge crypto into the real world? And so at the end of the day, having these types of platforms and layer 1s that can handle that facilitation is what the whales seem to want. And that explains why they're doing so much. It also explains why we've been seeing them buy SUI or SOI, whatever. And so because of that, I think that this graphic alone is extremely important to pay attention to, because it just goes to show, no matter how you feel about Solana, how unreliable it may be, how, new it may be, quote unquote, to some of you OGs, right, who were around in the 2013, 2014 era, how new it may be, it's the fastest. it's been capable of facilitating and handling the most transactions per second, and the whales are buying it more than any other altcoin. And so if you don't believe that this thing can still go from where we are now, 170, whatever, to 400, 500, 600, you're living under a rock of naivety. That's just my honest opinion. And so I thought this was a good news. I'm really happy that they released this graphic. I like it. Even like I said, even though whenever something can be from a month ago, the fact that they can now take that data, put it into a graphic, and then show us the comparisons, it just puts it into perspective how good Solana is as a blockchain, even though it has its moments of unreliability, which have gotten better and better and better, up until a point in which I believe we're not going to have unreliability as much anymore with Solana. And so with that in mind, guys, I just wanted to drop a little bit of news on your head, see what you think. What are your thoughts? Do you think this is good news? Do you think this is fake news? What's your thoughts? Let me know down in the comment section below. And then, of course, I will see you all very soon. I dropped the video earlier today about the whales and what Bitcoin is doing and what I was buying. So go check that out if you do enjoy my content. If you do enjoy the content, you can also subscribe to the channel because that would be super awesome. Join the squad. Okay. But anyway, guys, I will see you all very soon. I have one more video dropping today. I don't know what I'm going to make it on, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you all later, people. Bye-bye.